On this episode of Player 1, we speak with 9-time Guinness World Record holder Triforce Johnson of Empire Arcadia, starting out with Tetris way back on the original Game Boy to the recently released Tetris 99 Battle Royale. Although retired from competitive gaming, he's still as sharp as a tack. Let's talk about Tetris.
How many triples did I get? 8 triple T-spins. 2 towers gave me that. Not bad. 4 apiece. Alright guys, see you in the next video.
Tetris is the most prolific puzzle game in the history of video games. The game requires you to stack blocks of different shapes to create 4 blocks going straight up, in which you use a line to clear all 4 lines, creating a Tetris. But you stack them together and you make one big block based off 4 pieces. It should be one stack on the side, and you put that line in, and then you've created a Tetris. That's the entire goal of the game. And if I was trapped on an island for the rest of my life with only one game to play for the rest of my days, it'd be Tetris.
When did you first start playing Tetris?
I first started playing Tetris literally in 1989. I didn't have a Game Boy yet at the time, and I played it at a Macy's in the Bronx. When we went into Macy's, this was like they were preparing for like the qualifiers for the Nintendo World Championships, and I saw like for the first time a Game Boy, and they had the black and white Tetris there, and I used to play that more than anything else, and I always had a love for Tetris. I ended up getting it for the NES and started playing it, and any version of Tetris that came out, I would just play it. I just like matching the blocks, and I was all about trying to get the Tetris. It just became I don't know, I became obsessed with just making blocks and putting them together. So I've been playing Tetris for a very long time, and that pretty much took me all the way across to the Nintendo DS. That was the next time like I really got back into Tetris hardcore. I've been playing Tetris competitively through Empire Arcadia since I started the team, because a lot of people think that Empire Arcadia is just this fighting game group or whatever, but we played a lot of retro games, puzzle games. We played some sports games. It was like Madden at the time, racing games, fighting games, RTS. We played everything. We still do that to this day.
Speed up. Thank you. That was fun.
One of my most memorable video game tournaments ever, for Tetris especially, was one we had at a convention called MagFest, where Justin and I were playing the game, and he told me he would meet me in the grand finals of the actual competition, because he kind of knew I was going to dominate everyone. And surely enough, he actually met me in the grand finals, and we had a great finals match where we took first and second for our team. And Justin, this is the same Justin Wong that has been on our team, Empire Arcadia, and Evil Genius and Echo Fox. But he's an actual avid player of the game, and his main puzzle game is Magical Drop. That's a game that he really likes a lot.
How are you able to take your Tetris skills from casual to pro? And what's the T-spin?
I understood that in order for me to take Tetris to the next level competitively, that I actually would have to adopt the T-spin into my game, which I reluctantly did so. To this day, I still don't like T-spinning. I've only learned to accept it because I like triple T-spins, because it's harder to set up. And there's more of a challenge to it rather than the super doubles. I know how to do super doubles. I actually do it when need be, in case the situation come up, but I avoid actually doing it. I only go for the triple T-spins because of the challenge behind it. But I got my first Guinness World Record in 2006 for Tetris DS for the fastest time to reach max score of 99,999,999. And T-spins really helped me get that a lot. I needed that, because if I went around just doing it the regular Tetris way, there's no way I would have made the time that I made to get the Guinness World Record. After that, my next Guinness World Record was in literally not too long ago, in 2016. I played Tetris Ultimate for 24 hours, and I had to meet a threshold of defeating the computer on master mode over 500 times in 24 hours. and so it was live streamed the whole 9 yards, and that was a grueling thing I had to go through just to get that record, but I eventually did it. And then over a while, you know, I've been submitting world records to like Twin Galaxies for my other Tetris records and stuff like that. And in fact, I still have some old Tetris records that I haven't even submitted yet, scores that I've actually beaten so far, but I don't know if I'm ever going to submit those scores in, but who knows, we'll see what comes up in terms of that.
10 seconds, come on.
2015 was my retirement year. That's when I played my final esports tournament at the Cyberbox Esports League here in Jamaica. I won 20-0, and the final game I actually played was Tetris Deluxe in the 2v2 tournament. It was at this tournament that I actually played. I had to use both controllers and play against the actual team of 2 people, and I was switching between controllers so that I could actually beat them, and I won that tournament. And that tournament marked the 2000th tournament for Empire Arcadia, and that's how we got our Guinness World Record for winning 2000 video game tournaments.
What's your practice routine like? How do you remain sharp with so much competition rising up every day, especially with the advent of Tetris 99?
In modern or most recent times, the game I've been playing outside of Tetris Ultimate has been Puyo Puyo Tetris. And I've been playing that game for a very long time now, since it came out for the Nintendo Switch. And I use that game to kind of like keep my skills in Tetris sharp. I play against the computer. I have to set the computer on the hardest difficulty, right? And I set the handicap to spicy, which makes it even more difficult. But there's a trick to make the computer even more difficult. Before you select the computer character to fight against, you can set it on, you hold the L button and you press A, and you'll hear this sound. It goes swing, and that sound makes the computer more difficult. So I'll pick the hardest character, which is X, and I'll pick 3 X's versus me, and then I have to fight against X 3 versus 1 just to be able to see if I can beat the computer, because to me the remaining of the game was never a challenge. I went through the whole game, I completed everything in Tetris. So I'm always looking for like this difficult challenge just to keep my skills sharp, because I'm not pro anymore. I retired in 2015, but I still want to be able to be able to play, and that really got me ready to be able to play multiple people. In fact, actually, I've gotten a little battle royale experience a long time ago when I was in my gaming house in New York, the Arc. I went on Tetris DS. You could play 8 people, right? So 8 people can link up against each other and play on the 3DS. And I had the guys 7v1 me. So I've been no stranger to like literally battle royale. I've always wanted to have multiple people attacking me so that I can get that experience on how to fight intense garbage moments. So no matter what situation I'm in, even if I'm at the brink, I always remain calm no matter what. If I make a mistake, I remain calm no matter what. And I actually beat the guys a lot playing them in that mode. So and that's a good skill to have in the game, and I use that even to this day. So it's something that I'm actually proud about, because you need that trait if you're going to compete in Tetris.
Well, here it is, the Guinness World Records 2017 Gamers Edition, which is out now, celebrating the release today. Yeah, just have to try and track yourself down in here now, won't you?
Yeah.
Tetris is clearly a tactician's game. Careful strategy and planning are paramount. What's the most important ingredient to long-term success in Tetris?
When it comes to speed in Tetris, speed is important, but accuracy is far more important. So it's better to get the fundamentals of how you landscape and putting the pieces down more accurately than speed. Once you've mastered that, the speed will come. Because I literally, to get speed, I play against the computer on the hardest difficulty on Tetris Ultimate. In fact, I actually beat the computer in 7 seconds in master difficulty, and I wanted to submit that time to Guinness, but I never got a chance to. Then when I played it again in 2016 for the world record, I beat the computer. This was on the PlayStation 4 version of Tetris Ultimate. I beat the computer in 10 seconds, but it's only because I've learned how to maintain my accuracy and the landscaping. The speed is like the third thing you need to know in the game. A lot of people who are playing the game want to come and they go, I want to be able to move that fast. But if you don't understand the fundamentals, if you don't understand to place the things accurately, if you don't understand how to set up your block so the landscape so that every piece fits no matter what piece you get, the speed is pretty much useless. You'll just be moving fast, but you'll be making mistakes, and those mistakes cost you.
2 Tetrises and the computer would have hit me with 2 Tetrises in 7 seconds. I'm doing 1. Ah man, that's terrible.
Being the seasoned pro you are, how do you feel about this new challenger in the ring, Tetris 99, compared to all the other Tetris games you've played?
So a lot of you guys, I don't know how many of you guys watched the Nintendo Direct, but the Nintendo Direct came out last week, and I was on an important phone call, and someone sent me in Discord the Nintendo Direct, which was a video of Tetris 99. And in the middle of my important phone call, I said something came up very important. I'd have to get back to you guys. And I said, all right. And the guy hung up the phone, and I went and I saw the game. I looked at the review, and they said, you can now get this game by downloading it from the eShop. So I was like, instantaneous download, because I was like, wow, a battle royale game. And I was like, I played 3 computers before, I played against 7 people before, but 99, and I welcomed the challenge. I was like, I definitely got to play this game. So after downloading the game, it took about 10 minutes to download, and I had the full game downloaded. I went online and I played my first game ever just to see what it was like. And I thought I was going to feel like some form of pressure because it's 99 players, but I didn't feel any pressure. I actually felt very comfortable, but the flow of the game, the way the game moves, was kind of floaty for me, because every Tetris game has a different movement speed. I don't know what to call it, but like when one Tetris game may be stiff, another one may be not so stiff, another one may be just right, another one may be kind of smooth, the other one may be floaty. They all depends on what the actual game is. The one I like the most is Tetris Ultimate for the 3DS or the PS4. That's the one I really like. The 3DS, the number one version. But this one kind of felt like a mixture of Puyo Puyo Tetris and Tetris Ultimate for the 3DS. So I just had to adjust to it, and I was making a lot of mistakes and whatever, but I actually was saying to myself, if I keep playing like this, even with these mistakes, I don't even know why I'm dead, I'm going to actually win my first game. And sure enough, I ended up winning my first game, and then I won my second game, my third game. I went on like a 7-game win streak before I finally lost and got like third and whatnot. And the game is very addictive, very. So there's a lot of things, like they introduced this new engine where you can go after people who are about to die, go after people with badges. People with badges are those who kill people who are about to die, or you can go after people who are attacking you, or you could just go random. And I noticed that strategy was kind of cool, so I implemented in a lot of the things that I do. But ultimately, I just like playing against so many people. It's not as challenging as fighting the 3 difficult computers in Puyo Puyo Tetris, in my opinion, because the computers don't make mistakes. Human beings make mistakes. So I could be playing Tetris 99 and I'm going up against someone who's just as competent or good as I am, but I understand that there's a human element involved. They may not have the experience of this, they may not be as fast, even if they're as faster than me, they may not be as accurate. There's a lot of things I can take into consideration that I can use to help me compete against all the people I'm fighting with. But when you play the difficulty of Puyo Puyo Tetris, the 3 computers, they don't make a mistake. So you can't make a mistake. You either kill them or you die. That's it. It's just that simple. So, but Tetris 99 has gotten me playing it whenever I get the chance. And I don't even get much chance to really play because I'm either editing vlogs with my wife. It came out right before Valentine's Day, so I was at the beach with my wife shooting, and then I had to take her out, and then on Sunday we went and did the FIFA match against Ghana, and so I can only get the time in between. But so far I'm up to level 60, and I just want to play the game until I get to level 99. And once I get to 99, I guess I'll be done with the game. I just want to see what the next challenge in Tetris is going to be. Tetris is the ultimate puzzle game in the entire world. There's no game that even comes close. And now it has entered the Battle Royale scene. So good luck to Apex and Fortnite, because Tetris 99 is here to stay. You guys have been watching the Live Video Game TV. Our game is never over.